Hello everyone. I was asked to provide more examples on MySQL. You know that we covered some part of the MySQL in our class, and we had several examples. Uh, Distance learning students asked me to, since they were not able to clearly see the screen of my computer during my lectures, they distance learning people asked me to provide more examples. Now I would like to offer more examples uh, from the screenshot of my uh, computer for you. And you know that MySQL questions will be some part of your midterm exam. Uh, so in order to uh, in MySQL, we are using a sample database provided by MySQL. The MySQL sample database can be accessed through this URL you can see over here. So you need to go to this URL, download the MySQL the sample database, which is called employee or employees database. Then in this page you can see a complete document about how you can uh, use this sample document. I assume that you already have installed MySQL on your computer, and you were able to uh, run MySQL in my computer both in terminal mode, and also you may want to have a GUI for MySQL. There is a web-based GUI provided for MySQL, but in our class it is not required, and it's not requirement to use GUI for MySQL. And the only part you are required to do is you need to be able to interact and write queries and program MySQL from the terminal. So now I will go through this example. Suppose that here I have downloaded the MySQL sample database, and sample database is in the employees that is SQL. So what I need to do is I need to uh, use to I need to enter. If you know how to enter to MySQL, if you want to enter to MySQL, just put MySQL -u root. This is the root, the password, the username, and then you will put the password. And this is how you get to MySQL. If I show my databases in MySQL, you will see that these databases are existing, and there is no employees database in my currently in my DBMS. So I get out of the MySQL here. Again, I will show you this is the extracted employees DB directory I have downloaded from the URL I showed you before. So you go to this directory, you extract the file, you go to this directory, and as mentioned inside of the manual is completely showing how you can install and extract the file. So you need to just go and run MySQL-t employees that is SQL. So what I'm doing here is I'm using the same user, but here again. If I run this command, let me turn off this. If I run this command and it asks my password, oh sorry, I forgot to. This I forgot. And now you see that it's loading and importing the database to my computer. So here is, you should wait for a few minutes after all this. Now, if I want to answer that question, first of all, I need to know what is the schema of employees table, and also what is the schema, which tables do I need. If you want to see which tables you need to know what kind of information each table contains. So based on, suppose that I have read and I'm familiar with the tables. If I show tables again, you will see that I know that for this query, to answer this question, I need to have the employees table, because the name and the first name and the last name of employees are stored in employees table, and also I need to have the department manager table, deputy manager table, which shows which employee was manager of each department. So if you want to see the columns of these tables, you can go and again check the schema. If I check the schema here, the employees table has these fields, these columns. We saw it before. Department has these columns, and this department manager has these columns: department number, employee number, from date and to date. Okay, so this is the schema of the table. Now I need to write a select query in MySQL. Okay, if I want to write a query for this, I need to show the employee's first name, from employees table, joined with department manager on employee number. Okay, if I write this query, if I enter, you will see 24 people have served as the department managers, and these are the name and the first name and the last name of those people. Okay, so sometimes it's good to know what kind of data and information, what kind of data have been saved in the table. So for example, I want to see the records of department manager. If I write this query, you can see that this table shows that which employee number. Here you see the employee number. For example, here 111133 is an employee number, and you can see also the corresponding department you have here. Let me choose another color. Here, and this is the department number he's using. This here you can see the beginning date or from date. If I go up this query, if I go a little bit up, you can see the name of the columns, department number, employee number, from date and to date. So this is the third column is department from date. Okay. Now if I go to the end of this, okay, so this is the from date. the join is happening on the department number. So, and also we are expected to show the name of the departments. So we are going to this part of the query, adding one more part, which is showing that I guess it's the name of the department. Okay, so if I enter the query, there is a error. Okay, so it looks like departments table doesn't have any column of name. Let me check again what kind of columns departments table has. Okay, instead of the name, I had to write depth name. Okay, so I rewrite the previous query. I fix the part. I fix the column I misspelled. Should be depth name, and here is the answer. Those people, those 9 people, now in this table, you see the name of the departments also as the result of this query. So this was a very simple example for this problem. Also, there are more tables in this database. You have to go over it and write more questions and examples. For example, let me show you more tables here. For example, there is another table called salaries. Okay, and okay, so suppose that we want to show and check the salaries of people. We want to show the salaries of people who are not who are female today. The salaries of people females today. So I will add this question here. So in order to make sure that everything is we are getting is the today salary. So what I'm doing is I am adding this today word here, or current, or we can say the current salaries. It means that the salaries people are getting today. So I don't need to add this word anymore. I remove today. Okay, so suppose that we need to answer this question. Write a query to list the current salaries of employees who are ladies. So current means that the to date, if I go to here, the to date of the value of the column to date from table salaries should be 990101. It means that it should be January 1st, year 9999. Okay, so and also in order to show the name of the people and the last name of the people and check if the people if the person is lady or guy, I need to show use employees table. So I will put average over here. Now the query is ready to go. Let's enter. And the average salary of ladies are $79,000 and 963 $963 per year. So this is how we write queries. I can change the previous query to show the average query, the average of the current salaries of people who are ladies and guys. The current salaries of based on genders. So we need to change the previous query. I mean, I will change it here. If the question is like that, I will, instead of putting this condition, what I need to do is I need to run the same query. If I run the same query, it will compute the average of the whole people, the guys and ladies. But I would like to see the average of the payment for guys and ladies separated. If I execute this, then I need to add one more phrase here, which is, I mean, I need to put group by part to this aggregate query and group by the result by gender. So this in this table you don't see which is which and who is the who receives what kind of query. So I would need to show the gender of the people also here. Here I will for female the average is this, and for female the average is that one. Okay, so there were few examples here. You can have more examples and practices on MySQL. I would recommend you to go over this database and check all of the tables and see what kind of tables you have. For example, here, if I go and check the list of the tables, I will find out that there are more interesting tables that I can get more questions on this. For example, department employee shows which in which department employees are working, titles, and so on. So write and work on this and write simple queries and check simple queries. If I, for example, if I want to write a delete query, I can write a delete query to remove some people from the salaries from the employee table and so on. So this was the main example we had, and you will have more examples later on this topic.